Okay, so let's discuss emailer campaigns. So we have all of our campaigns are listed here. If you want to create a new campaign, you'll go here. If you want to see campaigns that you've sent or that are in the process of being sent, you look at them here. And if you want to access your email list, make some changes and whatnot, then you'll go here. So we're going to see all of our campaigns. Right now we have 2 campaigns. If I open this up, you'll see that some of the basic information about your campaign is here. So the way these campaigns work is once you set up a campaign, that campaign can rerun as many times as you want. So they don't necessarily go away unless you remove them. So here we have the name and the description if you want to provide one. Here are the from, who is this message being sent from. So in this case, the messages are being sent from this third email address here. And you can have multiple accounts and we can set them up for you if you need them. Okay, so this next section is the in a sense, who are your recipients? So the source list here is this particular subscriber list. You can also have the source list be emails that you have collected from any web forms that you have on your website. So that database you can also pull from as your recipients for your email message. You also have email lists to select from. So now the way this works is once we selected this, there are certain email lists that will pop up. So we make a selection here, hit save, and then we see the email list that we can access. And then you click on the ones that you want to be a part of your listing. If you have additional emails, you can enter them here, whether or not they're inside of they're part of your overall list. You can just add them in here. This is also a great place for you to put emails. For example, if you want to receive a copy of the outgoing message, just as an additional check to make sure that the message was sent out properly. What I often do after I create these campaigns, I'll put in my address, leave all of this blank, and send it out so that I can test it ahead of time. Just good practice. Now here we have the message. So the message is basically 2 parts. Well, actually 3. So the message has 2 parts, 3 parts. It has a style, which you'll select here. It has a message, which you can select here. And then it has an alternate message. Right here, there is no alternate message. Well, actually, there is. There's this variable here. But the alternate message is typically updated or grabbed from the content that you grab here. Let's see. You also can enter an email subject here. You'll click save. Now, you'll see a preview of your email that's going to be sent out here, as well as an alternate message here. You can click these buttons here to customize either one of these if you need to customize it any further. After you click save, now that your message is set, you've established, we can go to send, and then you say, okay, now I've got everything set up. Who is the message coming from? I've established what that is. I've made that selection. Who it's going to, you've established that as well. What message is being sent? That has been established. And now comes the easy part, determining when you want to send this campaign. So now the great part about this is that once you set this up, if you want to use the exact same from to message and send it again, all you would have to do is come in here go straight to send and schedule that send. Okay, so once you select the date and time and you submit it, you'll see this right here. This nice little box pop up. And if you submit additional dates, you'll get additional times and whatnot. Once this is set, you're good to go. It will send out at that time. And so you can also click on here to view the campaign log details. This one is still active. Let's go back. Okay, and it hasn't been sent yet, so obviously all of these are going to be 0, but this kind of gives you a peek into what sort of stats it's going to be collecting. It's also going to be collecting the stats in terms of the URLs that are clicked based upon the email that you sent. So it kind of goes through and looks at all the links, and then each link that you have on there, once it's clicked, you'll see the counts go up there. You can view the email, additional information. You can look at a report which will detail who has opened or clicked, and that will be recorded right here, and their email address will also be recorded. And then we have this nice feature here, the redeliver feature. It's not, because the campaign hasn't been sent, no information is shown. But once the campaign is set, what you'll see is a calendar that will allow you to select another date and time in the future, obviously, that you want this campaign to be sent again, meaning that the redeliver will send a campaign to those email addresses that were in your original list that did not open the email. So let's move on to new. So when we want to create a new campaign, we just enter in some name, give it a name, give it some sort of description. You don't have to describe it, but you do have to provide the name. We've discussed the send log, and we're going to move from that straight into email lists.